you know what time it is. It's time to cook with your boy Dutch. Welcome to Inside the Oven.
What's up, everybody? We're back again inside the oven for the third one. Let's get after it. As we saw, my predictions were not so good last time, but you know what? We're looking to change that up because last week, I guess that would be considered a balk. I didn't do very good. But speaking of balks, how about this? First base balk call. I've never seen this before in the Mariners game. Kirby's pitching, first baseman Josh Naylor over at first. They throw the pitch over there, and yet we get a balk call. Don't know what's going on. Usually it's because maybe the first baseman's blocking the bag, covering the bag, if that was considered the balk, or maybe the pitcher did something where he deceived the runner, but that's usually for a lefty, or in a righty's case, he picked up his front foot before he turned over to first base, creating the actual balk call. But in this case, it was not that. It was none of those. It was actually because, get this, he was standing too far in front of the base. Makes zero sense. Again, we need to figure out what the the balk call really stands for. If we're going to go after people like this, especially with first base, where the do you want him to stand? It makes no sense. He has nowhere to go. You want him on the bag so he can tag the runner, but then if he's on the bag, he can't block the bag. If he's too far in front of the bag, you can't really tag the player. So what do? We need to figure this out. For me, this is just another stupid power trip from the umpires trying to show them that they have all the authority. It's not a balk. I think it was a stupid call. Maybe there was money on that game. We'll never know. But it's just another thing that we got to deal with. But you know what? Screw that. Who cares? It's time to heat this bitch up. Let's get the oven fired up. Now, I've heard this from multiple people. They've been asking about this. Are the juice balls coming back again? We're seeing more home runs, exit velos climbing. This is out of control. Or is this because of the ABS system, making it to where pitchers now have to actually throw more over the plate? Let's compare strike zones from back in the day to now. As you can see, back in the day, we had to adjust to the umpire. Whoever was back there, we adjusted to them. We would get more outside calls, get more inside calls, whatever the case may be. But in this instance, the ABS system has one zone and one zone only. We have to adapt to that. So you're seeing more of, I guess you could say, the pitchers are attacking inside the zone, creating more action from the hitters. Now, fans probably want that. But with that being said, though, you're still seeing a lot of home runs, and it seems like the balls are juiced because they are flying. Even though the balls seem like they're juiced, there's still a lot of great pitching out there that's going on. Let's take a look at some of the top pitching right now so far. The best ERAs. First one, Yankees at a 2.56 ERA. Pretty damn squad, if you ask me. And they don't even have their actual number one and number two guys with Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon. Second, you have the Pirates, surprising everybody with a 2.66 ERA. They made some moves, but they've also got some young guys, and they've got the leadership from Paul Skeens. Mitch Keller is another guy that stands out as somebody who else attacks the zone. You need that. This is what you want to see from your young staff. So what the Pirates are doing is awesome. They're bringing out the fans, and it's making that park look that much better and bringing more fans to the game of Pittsburgh. That's what we need to see. Pittsburgh deserves it. They should have something going on there. The next team following them is the Atlanta Braves with a 2.88 ERA. Not really surprised because the Braves are always known for having some sort of pitching and doing it. They have a young team when it comes to the starting rotation, and they're doing some great things by taking the initiative and getting people out. And last but not least, right now in this top four, we have the Kansas City Royals, another sleeper. That is crazy. They have a 2.92 ERA. Michael Wacha is leading the way with a 0.43 ERA. He is leading the way. That dude is going the distance, but also getting people out. He has more strikeouts than he does walks by a long shot. I'm exaggerating, but it's literally like 50-2. That's how big of a difference this guy is. He's a huge leader to this clubhouse too as well. Having a veteran like him helps with your younger guys in the staff. As much as we see this from the pitching, how about the guys that's killing it, such as one guy in the National League? This guy, if he's not on your fantasy baseball team, you're making a huge mistake. Andy Pages from the Los Angeles Dodgers is killing it. Dude has a 397 batting average, 20 RBIs, and 25 hits so far, and we're only halfway into April. This is incredible. Hopefully he keeps it going, but still, pick this dude up on your fantasy team or make some trades for whatever. Give him Jim Boogerloo, and you can get Andy Pages. You'll go places. Let's not forget the long ball, though. Chicks obviously love the long ball. As a pitcher, I've given up plenty of those, probably around 222 of them to be exact. Who's counting? St. Louis's Jordan Walker is leading the way with 8 fucking dingers. Again, we're halfway through April. This is crazy. On top of that, again, as we talked about, a sneaky team that's catching people's attention is your Pittsburgh Pirates, Brandon Lowe, with 7 home runs already. That lineup is doing some serious damage out there, and they went and made some moves to help. Again, it helps when your ownership goes out and gets players and brings them in, shows that the fans can see for themselves that, hey, these guys actually care. We might actually get to go places like the playoffs. And last but not least, with the home run so far, is Kyle Schwarber from the Philadelphia Phillies, the Schwarbino. He has 6 of them right now. That lineup's already deadly enough as it is, but having Schwarbino as the leadoff guy and he's getting 6 home runs, we're going to have to start making some changes when we face that guy. With how some of these games have been this week, one game really grabbed my attention. Actually, it's one series. It was the Anaheim Angels taking on the New York Yankees, the two faces of baseball with Aaron Judge and Mike Trout going head to head. Now, you want to talk about crazy? We had a slugfest. Trout hits a homer, Judge hits a homer. Trout hits a homer, Judge hits a homer. They went back and forth this whole series. It was unbelievable. And on top of that, Trout continued the home run reign in the last day of the series and hit another home run for the last game. This dude is what I like to see, and what I'm happy to say is maybe he's back. Trout is killing it right now. Let's keep him healthy. Let's keep him right. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see him get traded at the deadline, get him out of Anaheim, get him on an actual playoff contention team, and show that he belongs in the playoffs and he can actually be a serious threat in the playoffs. As we've gotten into today's game, it's a celebration of Jackie Robinson Day. So happy Jackie Robinson Day to all those out there that play the game and been a part of this. As I've been a part of it, it's actually awesome to be there. To wear the number 42, there's more meaning to it than just a number. This dude broke barriers. That's what it's all about, and getting guys into the game. He got more people to start getting involved in the game and playing the game, and also brought in the Negro Leagues into the Major League Baseball. It's also cool is one of my favorite stories, and one of the guys that I got to play with, one of my favorite teammates, Andrew McCutchen, has a tribute to Jackie Robinson every time he's on the field. Whether he gets out, gets on base, he always gives a tip of the cap because that's something that Jackie Robinson did. Share your stories of what you think about Jackie Robinson and what he's done for you down below. All right, the oven is finally cooking. It's time to put our predictions in the pot and let's see what we can really make. With the games beginning this week, I've got Friday's games, the ones to watch. First up, the Texas Rangers take on the Seattle Mariners with DeGrom with a 2.87 ERA versus Gilbert at 4.68 ERA. Nimmo's going to continue to stay hot while DeGrom continues to throw his video game shit at people on the mound. Expect to see a bomb from the Seager man, but also get yourself a burger bomb as well. Bats are going to get really hot with the Rangers, I feel like. This is going to be a great start to a series and also take care of business as Seattle bats will stay silent against the video game himself, Jacob DeGrom. Rangers win this one 5-2. Next game is a battle of the staff leaders of the Yankees and the Royals. We talked about them already with the two lowest ERAs in baseball right now, with Michael Wacha at a .43 ERA and Schlitter with a 2.49 ERA. Ben Rice is going to continue the hot streak that he has, and Judge continues to drop bombs like it's going out of style. It's going to be bombs over Baghdad, actually Yankee Stadium, with Bobby Witt taking one as well. Judge is going to have the spotlight for sure, but the Royals are going to have their little chance to shine as Bobby Witt gets himself not only a home run, but a stolen base. But here's the catch. Schlitter is going to start off a little shaky, but he's going to settle down and keep the Royals quiet as they win 5-4. Let's get into Saturday's game, as it's going to be a game for the boys right here, with the Atlanta Braves taking on your Philadelphia Phillies. Rivalry time, baby. That's right. Holmes with a 3.32 ERA takes on Sanchez at a 2.01 ERA. Like I said, it's rivalry game. Stats are out the door. Nobody gives a how good you've been before. It's what you do now. And with that being said, it's going to be intense. The Phillies offense is just too damn good, but expect to see a little bit of a closer game, maybe in the first 2 to 3 innings. After that, the Phillies offense is just too much for the Atlanta Braves. Yes, they're young. Yes, they got some bats, but I hate to say it. With Holmes pitching, I don't know how good that's going to be because the Phillies are going to rake this dude. I see them taking off as the Braves just can't keep up with the Phillies. They win 8-3. Sunday's game is going to be a little bit of an interesting one as the Detroit Tigers take on the struggling Boston Red Sox. Valdez is at 3.75 ERA, and Crochet, who had an absolute disaster his last outing, giving up 11 runs, has a 7.58 ERA. Crochet has himself, though, what we like to call the bounce back game. Maybe he got himself a little slump buster. Who knows? But we're about to find out because this dude's going to carve up the Tigers. The struggling Red Sox are going to bounce back, take care of business to a team that's not exactly playing to their true potential yet. But I promise you, the Tigers are a serious threat in this division. But also, with that being said, it's going to be a classic game, a little back and forth here and there, but not much action, though, when it comes to runs. This is going to be a low-scoring game as Crochet deals, takes care of business, and the Tigers lose 3-2. All right, the oven's cooked. We've got our food. Let's sit down and eat and enjoy it. Let's check out the other shows, too, if you don't mind. It's from Whiskey Savage Media. We've got greatness out there. The Probably Canceled Podcast, Just the Tips. Be a part of the action. Share it with your friends. Like, subscribe. Pass it along. Without you guys, we can't grow. We thank you for everything that you do for us and being a part of this show. And please comment below. We want to know what you think so we can continue to grow with you, but also see whose opinions are better, mine or yours. Who has the right predictions, mine or yours? So feel free to come back next week and be a part of this greatness as we grow together and stay inside the oven, baby. Let's get cooking.